Let us hurry to Sliverbow. The others are waiting. After we've returned, the two of you should rest a while. No doubt Runa will be eager to have you sample his cooking. As soon as I discover anything of import, you will be the first to know. Welcome back, Serenia. Now that you're here, there's something I want to ask you. Yanji told me that Fankrit was something of a rogue in the past. As a wolf among sheep, he said. What did he mean by that? Do you know? Yanji has tended to Minfilia's wounds, but I fear his garrulous nature has gotten the better of him. Serenia, the guard told me you left with Master Matoya to Woven Oath. No sooner do you return but she locks herself away in her chambers without so much as a word. She knows how I worry when she leaves without telling me. But she's safe, and that's all that matters. You must be hungry after such a journey. Why not have a seat there by the fire? The stew will be ready soon. Doesn't sound good.
Strange.
Indeed. Animals getting upset so suddenly is usually not a good sign.
The others on patrol should have returned by now. Our food will be overcooked if we wait any longer. We will just have to start without them. Would you call Master Matoya and the others?
I tire of these games, Urianger. Why do you pretend you cannot see it? The blessing may spare her the fate of becoming a Light Warden. But you cannot be blind to the nascent corruption. She is not as she was in the Source. Though I have no proof, I fear that the light which poured forth from the Wardens was not negated at all. I fear it was absorbed, that she has been suffused with their light.
Though I have given thought to this possibility, I dare not speak until more is known.
By the time you deign to enlighten us, it may be too late, if it is not already. Urianger, I know full well, after all these years, that you have only the best of intentions. But that does not make it any easier to put my faith in a man so infatuated with secrecy. I have had my suspicions ever since the Exarch bade you speak that day. But now I must ask. The 8th Umbral Calamity and all that followed. Everything you claim to have seen. Did you?
Help! Someone help! The Eulmorans have come for us! We're under attack!
First thing, perfect timing. Second thing, Ishtola I think this is a suspicion also my character, should hear from you, not by accident. And third, of course, that discussion was interrupted before Urianger said something definitive. Meanwhile, in Eulmoran.
Lord Vorthry, how good it is to see you. How long has it been? Not since your inauguration, unless I'm mistaken. Too long, at any rate. May I say, how humbled I am to be invited not only into your city, but your home. You are as generous as ever.
And you as disingenuous. Let us dispense with the pleasantries. This merry band of dissidents people are calling warriors of darkness, they have slain sin-eaters, and by all accounts the Crystarium is complicit in their villainy. And now I hear reports of your people obstructing my soldiers, so I must ask, what exactly do you think you are doing?
I might ask you the same thing. It should be clear, even to you, that defeating the Light Wardens represents the world's only hope of survival. Even now, the people of Lakeland and Ilmeg rejoice in the return of night. For 100 years, they yearned for a means to fight back against the Sin-Eaters, and at last they have found one. Yet you choose to stand idly by and do nothing. Why?
Why? Because this hope you cling to is nothing more than a fever dream, an exercise in futility. Even should you slay the Sin-Eaters, the world as we know it is beyond salvation. With what little land and resources remain, the people would be free only to starve. Before long, they would turn to violence, then to war, and ultimately usher themselves unto oblivion.
And that is worse than people just dying anyway?
They require a firm hand to shepherd them from the edge. The hand of a king. Nay, a god. I will see their dreams fulfilled, their wishes granted. I will give them peace, order, and they shall never want for bliss. Men are fickle creatures who entertain vague ideals without the faintest notion what they cost. But a little fear can go a long way towards helping them realize what it is they truly need. Sanctuary. And they shall find none in this world save that which I afford them. That is why the Sin-Eaters exist. To unite the world under my dominion.
A paradise fit to grace the 8th Umbral era.
What was that?
A minor epiphany, nothing more. You have always held sway over those around you. Those who defy you must submit or die. What sits before me is the inevitable result of bloated privilege and unchecked power.
Thank you, Exarch.
But man is more resilient than you think. His achievements are not the product of violence and bloodshed, but compassion and understanding. This calamity is but another crisis to be overcome. And we will, once we eliminate the Sin Eaters.
You poor deluded fool. These people care not for the morrow. They care only for the now, and the contentment they lack. What good is a paradise to them if it is 1,000 years in the making, or even 100?
You underestimate them, Lord Vorthry. They see further than you think. I have beheld it in the blood and sweat and tears of those who would sacrifice everything for a future they may never know, that their children may never know. I have beheld it in the hopes and dreams of those who came before, which we bequeath to those who come after, that they might in turn build upon the foundations laid by our forebears. These are the bonds which hold man and his world together, not your gilded chains, and I will resist your every effort to shackle him.
In summary, you will continue to support the villains hunting my Sin Eaters?
With tremendous enthusiasm, for I have faith in the future they would build.
Why do I even bother? Fools, the lot of you! So naive! So painfully predictable! Did you imagine I did not know your mind? That I would wait until after this meeting to dispatch my forces? Even as we speak, they march to the Sin Eaters' defense. Insurrection will not be tolerated! The people of this world are mine to rule, mine to command. And you are no exception! What? How did he... Insolent swine! I will not stand for this! Do you hear me?
Childish temper tantrum. Yeah, I'm so great. I have childish temper tantrums. God. Can we just kill him, please? And of course, Ranjit. And why are you following that pig? I hope they answer that at least eventually.
You speak for the Knights Blessed?
I do. I presume that is your doing. If you have come to parley, I must insist that you first return him to us.
You're in no position to make demands. By Lord Vorthry's decree, Raktika now falls under the governance of Eulmoran. You will henceforth answer to us.
Is that so? And the children of the Everlasting Dark have acquiesced to this madness?
We have reached an accord, yes. Too many times have the Knights Blessed shunned Eulmoran's overtures of friendship. The risk that you harbor hostile intentions has grown too great to ignore. Therefore, his lordship has claimed dominion over this forest and bestowed executive authority upon the children of the Everlasting Dark.
In his wisdom, Lord Vorthry has agreed to recognize ours as the only permissible expression of dark worship. It's one true faith.
And you do that... You work together with people who care only about the light as servants of the dark? Are you truly that stupid?
You and your false creed are a blight on these woods. A foul, unholy corruption that must be cleansed. Little wonder the Warrior of Darkness visits both Lakeland and Ilmeg, yet shuns Raktika. Your perverted teachings hold blessed shadow at bay.
You have accepted the yoke of Eulmor to spite us, then? Fools. Darkness will never return to these skies while they hold sway.
Those of you minded to obey his lordship are to make for Woven Oath with all haste. We will leave you, that you may have time to prepare.
Woven Oath? Are you suggesting we abandon our fate to join those zealots?
What has your faith afforded you thus far? Nothing! We will guide you along the righteous path.
And should we refuse?
Anyone found here upon our return will be considered a traitor to Eulmor, and dealt with as such.
We will discuss these developments after I have tended to our casualty.
I would say we should hurry a bit. Eulmor really gets under my skin. Every time I see either Warfrey or Ranjit, I want to smash something. Surely there's something we can do to have the Knights blessed, isn't there? But Eulmor has gained a foothold here in these woods, bodes ill for the Knights blessed. The guard has been afflicted with the most terrible and efficacious poison. We have attempted all manner of healing incantations, alas his condition remains unchanged. At present we can but slow the poison's advance. I pray it will afford us sufficient time to find a cure. How fair is the young guard? The poison spread through his system long before he was brought here. At present there's nothing we can do but try to ease his pain. Do not blame yourself, my friends. All that can be done has been done. Even had we reached him sooner, it would have made little difference. The children employed countless poisons. Finding a suitable antidote is a nigh impossible task. What of the rest of the blessed? How have they taken news of Eulmor's generous proposition? With anger and dismay. We cannot hope to oppose both them and the children. I considered a convocation of all the Knights blessed which we might consider their ultimatum, but I know how they will answer. Master Matoya, I am truly sorry. We will not, cannot abandon our faith. But there's no reason for you to suffer for our decision. Your work is not yet done, and you still have time to flee. flee. I'm not one to run from my troubles. In fact, with Serenia's arrival, I'm minded to take the offensive. The Eulmoran's presence here plainly stems from a desire to protect the Light Warden. I say we seek it out and slay the creature before they return. Were darkness to fall over Vaktika, they would have no cause to remain. All of which is rather easier said than done, unless of course you finally decipher the tablet. I have, as a matter of fact, and with it we can prepare everything we need to enter Ixmaya. What say you all? We will need to act quickly, but I believe it can be done. We cannot deny our fate, but one course lies before us. Well, we are villains, are we not? God, I leave a blessed in your capable hands, Runa. Very well. I see there's not changing your mind, but by all that is dark, I swear I keep the blessed safe. According to the tablet, we first need to obtain a seal used to identify the allies of Ronka in times past. One such seal should be waiting for us in a complex of underwater ruins not far from here. You have some experience with subaquatic excursions, do you not? This should prove a simple task for you. The ruins we seek are at the bottom of Lake Tusi Mekta. While you see to that, Minfili and I will remain here to help shore up Silverbow's defenses. Your aid would be greatly appreciated. There you are. Ready for a swim? The seal we seek should be stored in a chamber somewhere inside the ruins beneath the lake. However, the entrance is seemingly protected by a subtle locking mechanism rooted in the symbolism of Ronkan culture. The Ronkans sought to live in harmony with nature and considered certain animals to be sacred. Foremost in their pantheon was the snake, portrayed as the protector of the woods and arbiter of life and death. Below it were four others, each equal in rank. The cow, the colibri, the oppo, and the wolf. Characterized as the bringers of liberty, words, enlightenment, and harmony, respectively. To open the chamber containing the seal, the tablet states that one must pay due deference to 3 of these beasts by placing one palm on a monument wrought in their image. And this must be done in a specific sequence. If my interpretation is correct, the order can be discerned from the 3 commandments which follow. Give praise unto the snake, by its strength do our lands prosper. Be as the oppo, rival thy kin. As all parts seek betterment, so too does the whole. Be as a wolf, move as one, peace comes to all who seek harmony with their kin. The tablet set note of a placement, size, or appearance of a monument. Alas, hopefully all will become clear when you reach the bottom of a lake. Go safely. First was serpent, was it, right? BSV Oppo was for the second. Once more, you sense something stir elsewhere in the lake. Perhaps the chamber containing the seal is open. Right, here was a snake. A door opens to reveal a pedestal upon which rests a medallion. You take it and secure it inside your clothing. Did you find it? This medallion, it bears the old insignia of the Empire. There can be no doubt this is the Seal of Ronka. Well done, Serenia. We can begin our preparations to enter Ixmaya in earnest. But not this episode. Until next time, when we probably continue here. Oh, I'm Mace, and don't get lost.